everybody, what is going on? Brendan Miller here, back with another video. You know, us as anglers have our own lingo that we use, and a lot of the things we say when we're out in the water and when we're fishing make absolutely no sense to somebody who doesn't know anything about fishing. So today, I'm going to talk about some weird things that us as anglers say. For those of you that don't know, I have an Instagram page for my YouTube channel. And I went on there and I basically asked people to give me phrases and weird things that fishermen say, and I got quite a list, so let's jump into them. That was money cast right there. Money cast. Absolute money. Man, this spot looks like money. For some reason, we associate a good spot or a good cast with money, which doesn't really make a lot of sense. I mean, I get if you were like a tournament angler and you were fishing and you found a money spot. That makes sense because you're actually winning money. But if you're just out there with your buddies and you find a good spot, I don't see what money has to do with it. Just call it a good spot. Last cast. This is something that anglers associate with luck. A lot of times when you're fishing and somebody else is like, hey, it's time to go, you're like, all right, last cast. The problem is the last cast can usually last anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. Hey, bro, we gotta go. Alright, bro, alright. Last cast. Last cast. Alright, that's your last cast. Let's go. We gotta go. We're gonna be late. Hang on, bro. One more cast. Last cast. Last cast. Dude, come on. We have to go. Just one more. Just one more cast. This is the last one. This is the last one, I promise. This is the last one. Believe it or not, there are a lot of weird things that anglers call big fish, and here are just a couple of them. That's a football. Dude, you should have been there the other day when we were catching some footballs, man. It was awesome.
Oh, I didn't know you play football. What team do you play for?
I wasn't playing football, I was fishing. That's a mundo. That's a chunk.
Another swamp chunk. Look at that guy.
That's a pig. Hey dude, check this out. My brother caught a pig the other day. That's not a pig, that's a bass. You're going insane.
Ooh, nice fat pig. Look at this guy. Come here, boy.
We also like to use terrible grammar when talking about big fish. That's a biggin. I think it should be more like this. What a majestic gargantuan freshwater species you have landed there, friend. Sounds better. We also refer to big bass as toads, such as, I was catching toads, dude. Got him.
Boom. Another toad. Look how fat that thing is. Ridiculous.
Another term anglers use for big fish is the term tank, such as, wow, that's a tank.
There we go. Oh my goodness, big fish, tank, tank.
No, that's a bass. We also use the term slob, and I just think this is just borderline offensive to the fish. You know, bass are beautiful creatures, and here we are calling them slobs. Just because their eating habits are different doesn't give us the right to criticize. If you find a really good fishing spot, you are inclined to call it the juice. We are in the juice, dude. This spot is the juice. Wow, this spot looks like the juice. I just don't really know about that one, really. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but it is what it is. Another term that we as anglers use quite a bit is the term bird's nest, and this has nothing to do with birds or their nests. It is, however, a cause for a lot of anger and frustration. Oh, shoot. We also like to talk about the ways that fish hit our bait, such as, he tapped that jig. He smoked that jig. Smoking is very bad for your health. He lunched that jig. Lunched that frog. He nailed that jig. He hammered that jig. He smashed that jig. Can't we just say he bit the jig? It'd make a lot more sense, I think. Another frequent term we use is the term slock, such as, we slocked those fish, or I slocked that bass. So I looked up the definition for the word slock, and it was confusing because the word slock means to quench or to drench. So basically what we're saying is I drenched that bass, or I quenched that fish. Fish live in water, they're already wet. There's no way you can quench or drench an already wet fish. It doesn't make sense. So guys, there you go. I hope you enjoyed that video. It was a ton of fun to make. Thank you to all the people who gave me their suggestions on what phrases and terms I should use. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, you can do so right here. And if you want to support the channel, you can check out my line of swim baits down in the description. Thank you guys for watching so much. And as always, stay hooked. I'll see you later. That really hurt my lips.